Hey guys, David here for Living on iPad, and in this video I'm going to do something a little bit different. I've had a few people asking me specifically about the TV that's up here and a few things about my setup, so I want to show you around my battle station, the space that I use to make my videos. Hey guys, welcome to my workspace. This is David from Living on iPad, where we break down Apple, we simplify Apple so everything just works for you. If you like Apple how-tos, rumours, news and reviews, then hit the like button, subscribe, and if you liked it then you better put a ring on that little bell down there. So yeah, this is kind of my production little area, which is actually the boiler room of our house. There is my boiler. That's right up there. That's on the wall. Takes up a bit of space. There's a sound system here that isn't doing anything at the moment with the speakers behind it. Little Technics old school setup that a very kind photographer Ed Brown gave me, along with some other bits and bobs of tech which I love to play around with. So yeah, this is the space. So as you can see, it's not a big room at all. There's very little space. It's basically two doors across. But as we come into the space, up here is where my camera lives. That's my Lumix G7, which is still filming, so you can see it there. Yeah, that's my G7, and just sitting on top of it is my Lavalier Mic, which is the one that I normally use. It's a Boyer Lav mic, which is just plugged into the side. It uses one of those little cell batteries, and then up here we've got a pair of lights, one of which is on and covered in baking paper. Basically I need something to take the white edge off of it and also be safe for the heat, so that's kind of cool. Then that's the charger for my Lumix batteries. Just sits there. This Lumix, yes, it is upside down, by the way. That means I just have to flip everything when I put it into the edits. But here is my Rode mic, so that one is kind of a backup mic, and then I'll have an iPhone that sits here, one of the old ones that's got a headphone jack, and this is a TRS to TTRS or whatever it is cable that allows that to work directly. That's my little Gary V shoes and books collection that lives up there, some Transformers and stuff, kids cameras, all that kind of thing. So there's actually a cable that runs across the ceiling here, which brings power because I've only got power on that side. As I mentioned, this is kind of the boiler room, so we've got all the pipe work that goes across. This is where the gas comes into the house, and then yes, we get onto the kind of setup, the battle station itself. Got a little charging setup here for all of my devices, but yes, rechargeable batteries. It's all about rechargeable batteries. That's full of Transformers, mainly from the 80s. Yeah, and then we get into the actual setup over here. So here we have, this is my Imac. It's a 2013 old school. Bought this, literally went and picked it up from the Apple store. No upgrades, I don't think, from memory. I think it was basically the base model that I could get at the time. It might have been the mid-tier. But it's a quad-core 3.4 GHz, I believe, i5, and then running off that we've got the KLIM gaming keyboard, which I've done a review of on the channel. You can find that one. I'll put it in the notes up here. This is a 40 or 42 inch, I can't remember, Bush TV that I bought from eBay. That cost me about £40, £42, something like that. And basically I just had to go and pick it up. It didn't have a stand. I picked it up a stand, we had it on the desk to begin with. I prefer it much better at this height. So it's angled as well, so it's angled down to my seating position. So I've got some nice angle on it. It's great for like reviewing footage and stuff. It is not color corrected. The color on it is terrible compared to the iMac, but that just means that I use the iMac for the most stuff and then kind of run through it all at the end on there. So that's that setup. There's my printer. Under here we've got a big old USB hub which has got integrated blue lighting, which is quite nice. But that's like a 9-port, I think. There's a lot of stuff plugged into this thing. So I think all of those ports, maybe one is free, and then it's got a charge port on the end. Got a bit of purple RGB around the bottom. Under here there's another, this is the worst cable management in the world, but under there's another little Amazon hub, Amazon Basics USB 3 hub. That's just got keyboard, mouse, and if I just stick in a memory stick, Over here we have, sorry about the pings, Twitter is going mad, shut up computer. But while we're talking about sound, that's what we're going to look at next. So here, this is Harman Kardon sound system, Harman Kardon sound sticks. I think this is a Sound Sticks 2 setup, which was, I think, created with Johnny Ive. So it's kind of got that Apple link in there as well. Got a pair of Beats up there if I want to put some headphones on while I'm editing, although to be honest I most often just use my AirPods. And then you've got a little lava lamp behind there which gives a nice little glow. That's on literally all the time. Over there, that light which properly blows out the screen is a newer LED panel, super cheap, but I've got it on the mains now because it really annoyed me having to use having to keep recharging the batteries. Oh, I'm back on this camera. That's cool. That's much easier. So hopefully that gives you a little idea of the workspace. I've got books up there, mainly my old cocktail books, paper, things like that. But yeah, there's not a lot else to see in here. Boom. Not a lot else to see in here, but I just wanted to show you all the stuff going on in my little studio space, so you've got an idea of where I am. It is a really small little kind of cupboard. I have got my eye on the kitchen when we maybe get a new kitchen, so maybe I'll move into there, but that's going to be a few years yet. So this is where you will see everything. I fixed my light. There were a few comments about that as well, sorry guys. Yeah, the batteries weren't sitting in it properly, but that's all fixed now. That's my space. Oh, microphone as well. There is a microphone that lives down here, which is a blue Snowball on an arm. That's the one that I use for podcasting normally, but at the moment the Lav Mic has been really good, so I've just been using that. Cool. Hope you've enjoyed this quick little tour, and see you on the next show. And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell because you don't want to miss a thing.